Hi guys, it's Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology, and today I am doing the new moon readings for the Libra new moon on September 28th. This video is for Libras, and I've got two storylines for you guys. The first is for singles, and I've actually got that out on the table. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to pause, shuffle up both of my decks, and draw a second storyline for those Libras who are partnered. This is, of course, for your sun, moon, rising sign, potentially your Venus. Now, just to clarify, new moon readings actually cover the period from the new moon to the next full moon. So it's a 2 week period. And if you want to know what to expect from the new moon itself, what's those couple of days going to be like, I highly recommend to everyone, please check out my Libra astro forecast. Because there's a whole series of transits occurring in Libra that kind of kick off with the sun moving into Libra on the 23rd. And that's coming up pretty soon. So definitely check that out. If you enjoyed it, I am more than happy to accept your blessings and donations on that. Check out the info below. I can now take payments on PayPal as well as Venmo. And then, of course, if you're interested in a reading that is specific to you and your personal energies, the information for how to book one of those is also below. Just a quick reminder that collective readings are not going to resonate with everybody, with all of our viewers. That's kind of why I try to do two storylines. And I want you to be flexible. Maybe if you're in a relationship but mentally you know you're single, or if you are maybe single but there's a partnership that you're working on, definitely, allow yourself to be flexible with which part of the video you expect to connect to. Also, time and energy are very fluid. My past and your past and her past are not all going to be happening at the same moments. So allow that, just kind of like, don't force any of these readings. If it's not for you, if it's not resonating, it's obviously, go ahead and move on, or observe and see if it doesn't help you to develop some compassion for somebody who's going through that. I also want to say that when I get into the partner readings, the roles in the relationship are also very fluid. So I might talk about you leaving somebody when really they left you. Energy is energy, and I'm just doing my best to read that to you. Now, Libra singles, you guys, I love the energy. I love the energy that came out of this reading right now, and it actually really resonates with that Libra astro forecast video. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. And if you have, a lot of this is going to sound really, really familiar. The significator or general, like, overarching energy for you guys, where are you at right now when it comes to love? I got the Jon Snow card. It looks like Jon Snow. It's the Knight of Swords. This is from the Tattoo Tarot, Ink and Intuition. All right. And then I picked up my second deck to pull out some clarifiers. I want to do some past, present, and future energies. And look who popped out. The Wheel of Fortune and the King of Swords. All right. So to help you understand the court cards, both knights and kings are an assertive masculine energy. However, when we get the knight, that's typically a thought process that is it's in its beginning stages. So you're doing some investigating, you're doing some thinking specifically about what it is that you want from your love life. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune popping out unsolicited, followed by the King of Swords. What that lets me know, Libras, is that you are evolving in your thought process. Okay, this is definitely a project you've been working on mentally for a while, and I really, really like how this is going to turn out for you guys if this is what you're doing. Past energies, it makes sense. We had the Eight of Swords reversed. You weren't exactly clear necessarily on what it was that you wanted. We have the Fool reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So you weren't able to go anywhere. You weren't wanting to take any risks, any chances. You didn't feel yourself moving forward in your love life recently. This is probably pretty recent. It might have been something you've been going through for a while now, but you were just kind of stuck. You weren't really ready to progress in your thinking about relationships and about what you need from relationships. And so I feel like what's really helped you guys in the present energy, we have the King of Cups. Okay, so the King of Cups this is about somebody who is aware of but able to control their emotions. All right, so for some of you guys, I think that you had to, sometimes we need to get ourselves to a place where we can be still with our emotions before we can listen to our thoughts. All right, so you guys are mastering, you're understanding what your feelings are, and because you're an air sign, like you want to be able to process that intellectually, and you guys are doing a good job of doing that, but you've done it because you're able to sit and hold your cup upright. Okay, to say, you know what, this is just the way that I feel about things, and I'm not going to judge it, I'm just going to accept it. And I think a lot of you are drawing boundaries in your mind about ways that you're not trying to let people make you feel anymore. Okay? You know that certain people, certain patterns, certain relationship situations can put you into some like emotional space that you're not really comfortable with, and you're ready to break some of those patterns. The card that supports that is the Five of Coins reversed. So maybe you feel like you haven't been getting the love that you want lately. Maybe you've been missing out on that. The Five of Cups reversed shows that you are coming out of that period of scarcity. And then in the future energy, pardon me while I take my sip. Future energy, I like this a lot. Is this a prediction? Is this a lover? Is this you? It is the third king to show up in this reading, and it is the King of Wands. So, two potential interpretations for this. One is that you're doing the work to pave the way for this bomb-ass fire sign to come into your life, okay? But with these other kings representing you, I think it's also very, very possible that what you're going to find is a whole new way of sitting in your power. Once you know what you want and need from a relationship, what you logically want and emotionally need in a relationship, you can just define those boundaries and let the world respond to you. Okay, that's what's really, really powerful about that. So maybe you got a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Obviously, look at rising and moon signs too. Maybe you got a man coming in or a masculine energy coming in. It doesn't have to be a dude. But I also like the interpretation that this is just you stepping into a power, because I went back to my tattoo tarot deck, the one that gave me the Knight of Swords, for a final word from the universe, a little bit of advice, and check him out. I got the Magician. Yeah, we had kings from 3 of the 4 suits, okay? The only king who didn't show up in this reading is the King of Pentacles. But that's all right. The Magician got it on lockdown because he has all 4 elements at his disposal, okay? This is a live reading, so I'm not talking about your dollars. I'm going to assume you got your dollars secure, because that's the place from which we can manifest our desires, okay? When you feel like you get away from this 5 of Coins energy, where you feel like it's a feeling of scarcity, of lacking, like I don't have the things I need. The Magician's got the things he needs, and he can use his position of power to manifest his own reality. You guys are in control. Whatever it is that you want to begin, this is a great big old green light when it comes to that Libra new moon. So singles, there's your read. Give me just 1 second to shuffle up, and I will be right back with you couples. All right, Libras, couples, troubles, polyamorous folks. Libra is definitely the sign that is, I think, most likely to have a non-traditional partnership. And it's funny because as I was meditating on that, our clarifier just kind of popped right out. And it is the 10 of Wands reversed. So what's going on here is that there's something in this partnership that you're in, Libras, that needs to be put down. It has become burdensome, and it needs to be put down. We have a lot of wands coming up here, and we have some pentacles too, so we'll talk about what that means. Actually, the deck got really, really talkative when I got to the end and was asking for some advice, so we've got some of that coming up. Okay, 10 of Wands upright is just too much energy to carry all at once. And so some of you guys are ready to put that down. The burden is either has to do with a 10 of wands is essentially a 5 of wands here and a 5 of wands there. So I think that these are at least two people who are maybe going through some inner conflict. Neither of them is really sure how they feel about a situation, and therefore when these two energies are in the room together, like it just feels really heavy, and it's the kind of situation that you want to evade. Like you don't want to have to deal with it. You'd really rather not. The reason why I kind of laughed when I was thinking about how I know a lot of Libras who are very, open or polyamorous. Sometimes another interpretation of this 10 of wands is that there's just too much energy. Too many people have their hands in this partnership. Okay, so too many opinions are weighing on it. It's not about them, Libra. It's about you and your partner. Okay, this probably is specific. If you have multiple partners, this is definitely going to be specific to one of those connections. In the past, we have the Page of Coins reversed and also the Ace of Coins. All right, so that makes me feel like this partnership is something that you recognize as being very valuable to you, but you weren't really investing in it or working on it. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe this is just kind of a problem that has existed in this partnership for a while. It's not definitely at the center of your relating to one another, but I definitely feel like this is something maybe you kind of tried to work on before and it didn't pan out. Okay, communication was not what you would have liked it to be. Okay, present energies, however, this situation has renewed itself. We have the Star, we have the Four of Staves reversed. Okay, so this is the Four of Wands. Four of Wands upright is about a happy partnership, and it's also about the communication that it takes to get there, in my mind. All right, so and the reason I say that is because when I see the Four of Staves reverse, I often interpret that as a breakdown in communication. Okay, so this is a situation, whatever issue this is, you know what it is. Okay, if this resonates with you, you have in your mind whatever that situation is. There's a time to revisit it and close that out because we have the World. Okay, so this is this with the Star and the World sandwiching this Four of Staves. I feel like each of you has done the work that you need to do in order to be able to come back and revisit this issue. Okay, so Page of Pentacles reverse. In the past, this wasn't anything where you were making any progress, and there's an opportunity to renew that conversation and be able to do that. The future energies, if you can kind of if you're able to close this out, then you guys get to move forward victoriously with the Six of Staves. Okay, what's interesting to me is 6 is a magical number when it comes to relationships because it's the harmony of the 3 multiplied by 2. So 3 plus 3. I'm in harmony, you're in harmony, let's be in harmony together. That's the 6, that's the Lovers. Okay, so this is the Six of Wands, and the cards that came out after that were actually reversed. The Two of Wands, so the Two of Staves in this deck, and the Three of Staves. Okay, so some of you guys might be abandoning a plan or a project that's just not coming together. Some of you guys are deciding that you're going to stop being so focused on your own personal plans and projects and start to look at manifesting what it is that you want in this relationship. Okay, so the advice on this, I got this card over here, and then I got a whole like word vomit over here, and I like it. It's some really good advice here. But advice for moving forward is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Queen is a receptive energy. She is a mature, receptive energy. She doesn't have to be the female in the relationship, okay? There may not be a female in the relationship, but it's a feminine energy. And what she's asking you to do is to go ahead and confront your insecurities, okay? Whatever it is that makes you feel whatever it is that you don't want to confront in this relationship is probably coming from a sense that you don't have all that you need, okay? So the tarot, this card right here, is asking you to reconsider that, okay? Sit with your pentacles. Say, you know what? I look at all the wealth that I have around me. Look at the value that I have around me. I know what my wealth is, okay? Queen of Pentacles reverse is asking you to sit down and check in with yourself about your value, okay? Not just your dollars, but what you're worth, okay? And what you deserve, all right? So here's this. Actually, Three of Swords, just it did its own thing. Three of Swords reverse lets me know that if you can make it through this process, you're gonna feel a lot of healing, and that's gonna be really, really good. And in fact, to back that up, there's just the lack of communication right now is what is holding back your relationship from some type of renewal, okay? And then there's happiness, the Nine of Cups card on the other side of that. So Libras who are partnered in some way, shape, or form, I hope this advice works out for you. I hope that you all find love and happiness, however it is that you're looking for it, but definitely that you don't forget to look first within yourselves. Thanks for being here with me, guys. Definitely check out the information below if you'd like me to put together one of these that is specific to you. Have a great day.